Oh, what up? Just trying to give that a few minutes before we jump into it. Besides, now I was going to just do an unscheduled, untalked about, impromptu Dear Creative episode. I have not done a Dear Creative episode all year. And actually, because I've been working on some other shows, some other things to incorporate them. What's up, Rob, Charlotte, Michael, Aaron, TJ, James, Stephanie? We got a couple people excited to see that Dear Creative name back. Christopher, what's up? What's good? Y'all, let me see here. I can say it does feel good to type that Dear Creatives up there. That feels pretty nice. I mean, it's cool. Some people jumped in when they saw it was Dear Creative. I don't know if it was just me or the fact that they saw it was a Dear Creative episode. Lauren, CL, Bedell, what's up? Get it good, bro. What's up, James? What's up, Michael? All right. So talking about a few things on tonight's impromptu episode. I won't keep you long. I will say this is the fastest I've gotten people into my live. It only takes a couple minutes to get the momentum going, but this is like right off the bat. So first off, let me put it out there. Let me put it out there for you real fast, real quick. Captain Marvel, all about it. Enjoyed it. Had a great time. Had a good time with Captain Marvel. At initial playthrough and watch of it, I had no issues with it. There was a couple quirky things, like nitpicky things that bothered me, like this one scene with the power and how the person looked like using the power. Didn't look like it. But I will go see it again. But initial playthrough, this movie did some things for me that I wanted Wonder Woman to do. So I was very excited to watch it and took my girls to go see it. Yes, and right now I'm currently filling out the survey for Victor Dandridge's You Create Comics. I've completed that. Now send me my stuff. Yes, Michael. A lot of the garbage people is talking about this movie. Trash. And you know, I've got to get over it because it is people just attaching on to one aspect of what's being said and not the whole thing, and then blowing it up for attention. I watched John Campea the other day, and I'm in a mindset to believe John that some of these YouTubers and stuff, they're on Disney's payroll and they just help pour gasoline on this fire, which accelerated this movie to 455 million opening weekend. But I'll tell you this: the movie got me amped and ready to go. I loved the connections to the entire MCU, and I'm psyched and ready for Endgame. But I will be seeing the Captain again to get a full clear head about it. But I'll be talking about that on Cosmic Geppetto podcast in detail with Honey Badger and her friends. We'll be doing that episode this week, so I'll get into the full gross detail of that. All right, so first off, we got a Kickstarter going around. Shout out to Short Fuse Media, Dorfeast Jean, LaShawn Colvin, Julie Anderson, completing and successfully hitting their Kickstarter goal. I have been in the dungeon working, but that was hit over $8,000, so got to shout that out. Victor Dandridge, congrats on hitting the You Create Kickstarter goal. And right now, one of your very own, one of your favorites, one of the coolest kids around. Let me go ahead and tag him. Ramel Hill has a Kickstarter going right now where he's already hit that budget in a matter of a couple of days for Pinkwing and the Prime Controller. Not one, not two, not three, but yes, 4 mighty freaking issues. I put that link up there for you. If you can't donate to it, you know the routine. Share it, talk about it, spread the word. If you can give $1, he'll take it. I gave him some of my dollars. I'm on board for it. My kids enjoy this book a lot. Who am I kidding? I enjoy it. I claim buying it for the kids, but I'll be reading it too. So, the story arc is called Battle Tested, and it's looking great. Ramel's got some great covers for these. I actually got to see them before the rest of y'all. And he's got some great exclusive pinup artwork, some variant covers that look magnificent. A bunch of cool things on this Kickstarter. Go ahead, donate, pledge, share, do what you can to help further this. Also, where he's going to be launching or announcing stretch goals for this. He said tonight. I follow the kid, so he'd be doing some things. Shout out to D. Cooper and Veronica Smith. Byron, what's up, man? You asked for it. You got it. Shout out to D. Cooper and Veronica Smith for they're launching a new project at FSK, and it looks awesome. It's a very cool thing that will be dropping here soon. They're just getting the details taken care of, and they're gonna pound it out. And it looks great. It looks great. Very, very excited to have this drop off. So part of that is what? I gotta hit the SAC PM. Oh, no problem, man. I will be sure to do that. The cool thing about this, being the publisher at Short Fuse, right? It's doing a lot. Night, man. It's doing a lot. And not in a bad way, right? It's a whole new role, whole new position for me to be managing and working with so many different people, trying to counter that balance and manage the time, being effective, still do my stuff. Danny's running FSK as editor-in-chief, but I'm still involved in it because I'm the owner, and I own the creative properties or whatnot. So I still have a hand in that. Danny's running the day-to-day. And I still write a couple of the books and draw the books, right? Draw one of the books. So Danny dropped this little eggshell in my chat with him and I. And I was like, oh, yeah, man, that'd be cool. That'd be real nice. Next thing I know, a day later, a full-blown sample sent to me. I can tell you it was a complete feeling of bliss to see, watch, and experience having something launched under the FSK brand and me not have anything to do with it outside of the characters and approval. That was really cool, and that's why I love working with Veronica and Danny. They've been with me, working with me for long enough to where they can take the initiative and just drop new projects. Start doing that, and since Danny has come into the role of FSK, things have been rolling as he's taken the role of editor-in-chief. What's Byron said? The Wizard World Cleveland. Yes, Byron. I will be dipping into the Wizard World Cleveland review. I had to, man. You requested it, so I had to get into it. And I got all my cameras on the car. I need to post my pictures. So I got some good pics that I need to post. I will post those tonight too, because they were awesome. It was a good show overall. So this new project, I just love. I've never experienced it. I have not had that yet. The closest thing I've had to that is Vic Dandridge writing the entire series and giving it to me and using it as a teaching guide. What's up, Christian and Miami Molly, Darian, and using it as a teaching guide to show me how to write comics better. So I haven't had that feeling of a complete detachment from something and then it becoming something under this thing that I made. So that's really flipping cool, right? And right now I've got a bit of that also, so that's kind of a lie. It's kind of a lie because I got a bit of that with Zero Event. The Zero Event book looks fantastic, and outside of being the creator of the Hotshot Verse, that's been Vic, Mike, Danny, and I've been doing some editorial on that with Danny and stuff, or creative editorial with Danny on that. So that's been a great feeling, a great thing right there. Wizard World Cleveland, how did that show go? I'd say I kind of kicked its ass. Wizard World Cleveland is one of my favorite shows to go to. If you have not realized it, is because I am from Cleveland. I am from the land. I grew up in Cleveland. I found my love for comics in Cleveland. I found my love for art in Cleveland. Attended and graduated at Cleveland School of Arts. Went to the Cleveland Institute of Art for internships, and then got my scholarship and went to Columbus College of Art and Design. Cleveland is where I'm from. So it is good. What's up, Turf? What's up, JM? What's up, Christian? It is good to go back home and see the growth of the city from what it used to be when I was a kid trying to find comics. Now the city has an outlet for geekdom, and it happens to be with a couple of other shows, Cleveland Comic Con, Cleveland Concoction, Wizard World Cleveland, and I go to all those shows. I haven't been to Concoction in a couple of years. I need to get the table back up there. Concoction was a good one too. Wizard World Cleveland, I did a couple things different and to segue kind of into 20 years of me making comics and doing this creative thing. I gave Cleveland a big discount on my art. I was doing the 50% off. I did a discount on my prints. I made some exclusive prints for Cleveland. One of them was I did All Might and yelling Cleveland Smash. If anybody follows My Hero Academia, you know that's kind of a big deal. And you were pretty good. Thank you, McIntyre. I appreciate it. I learned it from you. So going into Wizard World, 3-day show, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I had a smaller convention earlier in the year, and I had a toy convention. And you got to understand there's different levels to this comic book convention thing. There are mainstream, there's pop culture, there's toy, there's gaming, all different types of conventions. Wizard World we classify as a mainstream pop Comic-Con. And the good thing about a mainstream pop Comic-Con is the numbers. The numbers that show can bring in. That means the potential to sell to people is increased significantly by a mainstream pop culture con. You're gonna sell books, or you're gonna sharpen your damn edge. You're gonna know how to talk. You're gonna figure out how to talk to people. You're gonna find out quick what works and what does not work. I've been thank you, sir. In case y'all don't know, Stephen McInturf was my teacher in college. He's an amazing man. I love him to death. He's my favorite freaking teacher that I've ever had. So he taught me a lot. A lot of his 2D design is applied to my comic book illustration and storytelling. Either way it goes, I recommend it. Everybody does. You need to do a mainstream pop culture show because it puts your product up there with a more diverse cast of customers and clients. So Wizard World went in there, got con ready. Books done. Prints done. Promotions done. Promotions were extra easy this year. Got to shout out Katie. Katie Spurlock, my intern from CCAD. Promotions were a breeze this year because of Katie. She's done some really nice things. What's up, D Coop? There's your editor-in-chief of Freestyle Komics right now. Promotions was a super breeze working with Katie and getting things done, getting stuff done during her internship hours. D Coop and I had a pretty detailed discussion on how to attack Wizard World. I was bouncing some ideas off of him for my prints. And I was looking at Ren McKenzie, what he was doing with his prints as well. Bounced some things off of Victor. I always kind of like dig into those guys about how I want to attack the Wizard World shows because we do a lot of the Wizard World shows together. So I had my plan of attack, promotions ready, portfolio ready, new prints ready. We go to the show, set up, come in there. I have a definitive 4 creative. I got 2 creative stages, 2 panels, and then I'm on another panel for another person. And then I do the hype line. So Friday, got to the show early, set up, boom. It took me a long time to set up that Friday, because of I wanted to do my print wall a very special way. I wanted to do it in a different way. I was trying to collect and get attention on it. But Fridays at comic conventions, they can either be up, down, or in the middle. Friday for me was in the middle. I had traffic on and off. I wasn't expecting too much on a Friday. I don't expect too much on a Friday. So if we do have an excellent day on a Friday, above and beyond on a Friday, then I'm like, oh, that's great. I do have my own numbers that I try to keep based off of previous shows and things that I've done that I try to shoot for or whatnot. But again, that is a secondary concern to me. I am all about entertaining people, being enthusiastic, being energetic, being in the moment. The thing that worked for me, where I noticed that I had traffic, I create my own traffic, and I'm not trying to brag when I say that. When I go out and do the hype line, my hype line on Friday was really good. It was super fun. I had enough people there. I gave out about 110 tickets. And my tickets are my free item. I do a free item at my booth. I come hype up the line. I talk to them. I crack jokes. I freestyle. I ask trivia. And then I give everybody in the line a ticket to come back and see me. Basically, I am bribing them to come look at my stuff to give me a chance to sell them on it. If they buy something, great. If not, I appreciate you coming back here. You're still going to get a free item. I gave about 120 tickets on Friday. I had about 40 people bring the tickets back. I converted about 16 of those people to sales. That's something that I always want to keep track of to make sure it's worth my while. The more tickets I give, the more chances it increases of people coming back. Now, I do this for one of two reasons. Outside of the regular traffic that I'm going to get from people looking at my stuff and seeing it come over, or the traffic that I create myself having when I speak to people and try to bring them over. Thank you, Aaron. Aaron says she heard people talking about me doing the hype line at Allison's table. It was a hit. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want. I want people to enjoy the time with me, remember me, and pass it on to other people and talk about it. That's exactly one of the reasons why I do it. So after I've done the hype line, I pass on my tickets, and people start coming over. Then other people are looking at my table when I have 7, 8 people standing there giving me tickets, and I'm conversing with them. It's the appearance of being awesome, as I want to call it. But it looks like there's a lot going at my table, and it is, because I'm pitching these people that have come back on my books, on my prints, on my portfolio, what's going on, what's clapping. Friday might have been a slow Friday, and I didn't realize it was a slow Friday because I created my own traffic. Outside of the traffic that I got from people walking past the table, seeing me, and me speaking to people. So that would have been hard sales and soft sales. Ramel knows all about that. So Friday was decent. No complaints. Friday was the middle ground for me out of all 3 days. Friday was the second best day. Of course, I didn't realize that. At the beginning, but traffic for Friday was good. There were a decent amount of people there for a Friday show. The show floor was laid out really nice. I like the way things flowed on the show floor. I know sometimes Wizards will switch it up on how they arrange the tables because they want to experiment and try some new stuff, but the layout I thought really worked this time. Not that I've had any real issues with any of the layouts before, but there have been some real different setups every once in a while. But I thought this was one of the better setups. It worked really well for me. And I guess that's the only perspective I can come from. And in regards to table setup, like it worked for me because there was a flow of traffic. There were people there, and I don't know what Wizard World did for promotions. I don't know what they did for their promo, for their advertisement, but they got people at the show. What's up, Ramel? Congratulations on your Kickstarter, man. I don't know what they could do. I don't know what they did, but they had people at this show. There was a ton of people at the show, and that was very good. So close out Saturday, taking pictures of everybody, laughing, having a good time. I got put in a good row. Ren was right across from me. Ted, the creator of Apama comic, was on the other side of me. That was so we had a nice selection of prints and comics. So some good activity. Saturday banged. Got there early, did the hype line, did a killer hype line. Peter Katz tossed me some stuff to hype up the line even more, so that was great. We were giving out some cool prizes there. I switched up this time. Not only was I giving out some stuff from Wizard World, I was giving out stuff from Freestyle Komics this time at the actual event. I was giving out comics, I was giving out prints. This time, Ramel, my prints outsold my comics this time at Wizard World. I sold more prints than I sold comics. But The highlight was super banger. Got it on Facebook Live. Got a lot of participation. Spit some nice verses as well. Gave about 164 tickets out. And then on Saturday, we had about 75, 80 of those tickets come back in. I converted about 35 of those to sales. So, and I wrote all this stuff down as I was going or whatnot. But and that's how I want to keep it. Again, the more tickets I get, the more tickets I give, the more chances I have people to come back to the table, the more chances I have to convert to sales. I had just as many, but I had more people walking up to me to the table on Saturday. As you know, Saturdays are the legendary days of cons. Saturday's the busiest day of the show, supposedly. But this was the busiest day. I mean, it was mad crazy. Dead time that I had, maybe an hour, out of the whole con day, an hour of dead time out of the whole day, from 9:30 to 7 p.m. I'd say there was 1 hour of dead. All the rest of it packed, aisleway packed like sardines. Like they just didn't stop coming. Even if they weren't at the table looking at my stuff, they were in the aisleway moving up and down. There were tons of people. If you didn't make, all right. So here's a difference. Here's a thing. If you didn't make money at this show, that may be on you, because there was plenty of opportunity, plenty of people to make money there. Now, if you didn't make the amount of money that you wanted, that's something completely different. But there was definitely a lot of chance. You're down. What's up, Moana? Moana in the building, everybody. There was definitely enough people to make money at this show. Now, if you made the dollar amount that you want, if you didn't make the dollar amount that you want to make, that's something completely different. But the chance and opportunity to make money was there from people. From my perspective, from what I saw, and I saw tons of people there. You can ask several of the vendors. They saw me all over that floor this weekend. Mike Lancet says, Mike, do you prefer your books to outsell your prints, or is a sale no matter which one sells more? I prefer, unless I'm pushing a new title, unless I'm in a new city, my preference would be the prints. But if I'm in a new city or I got new books, then my preference is going to be books. My pitch has always been, though, my pitch always initiates with the books. The more and more I go to comic book conventions, the more and more I do conventions, my pitch is surrounded around my comic books. And I moved a decent amount of books. I moved a decent amount of books this weekend, but I had a lot of new prints as well. And I was doing a sale on my prints. I wasn't doing a sale on my books. So that has significance on what really moved. Ramil said, that's impressive. Let me hold $1. Hey, Mike and crew, what's up? Business says prints, cheaper to produce, more profit. Exactly. But I've had shows where the books sold more. So that would be my preference, or how I do it or whatnot. And then I had a couple panels. My creative stage. I did. I did a panel. What did I have? Panel. I was all over the place. With panels and creative stage. But my creative stage shows went really well. Obviously, because the creative stage is on the floor of Wizard World, so I was able to shout out to people. I don't just talk to the audience. I talk to everybody at the Wizard World show. If you can hear me or you can see me, you're part of this creative stage performance. The director comic page was the best one by far. I got a lot of interaction out of that. A lot of people seem to enjoy it a lot. And then at every time I had a chance to put a light on myself, where I got a stage to be vocal, I made sure I tried to pull people back to my table. Every time. Why not? I'm up there. So Saturday banged. It was a good day. Sunday. What did I say? Sunday was slow. Started off, I did my tickets again. Had a great hype line, had some good panels. Sunday started off busy, and then there was a nice little chunk of dead, of just, a little scattered in and out. And then towards the end, it picked up again. And generally speaking, for me, again, I'm speaking on my experience only. My experience, what I did, what I've done, and what I've experienced. That's how it goes. Fridays are up and down. Saturdays are slamming. Sunday mornings busy. Sunday close busy. The middle, little dead. But again, the traffic was there. The layout was good. The panels that we hosted, or panels that we got to be a part of, that also reinvigorated my traffic as well by getting out there to do the panels and people coming back from that, talking to me, seeing me out there or hearing me or whatnot. It does a lot, whether you want to believe it or not. Hype line went great. This is one of the best shows that I have with the hype line. I had my kids and my wife. I'll have them help me with the hype line this time. I always have a constant joke about, hey, if you guys don't buy my stuff, that's okay. You're just disappointing my wife and my kids who have been supporting me my entire life. And but then I say, no, don't feel guilty about it. No obligations or anything, guys. Don't feel guilty. But this time I actually had them there with me. So I got to play off that a lot. It was really cool. One of the prints help to improve your bottom line so you can make more books. Ryan Ball is in the building, everybody. Ryan did a heck of a job. He is the programmer, programming for Wizard World, and he did a great job working the programs this weekend. Thanks for bringing me out, Ryan, and giving me the stage to talk about comics the way I do. I really appreciate it, man. Ryan's a cool guy, and he collects cool toys. So outside of that, man, overall, it was a great weekend. This is probably out of the last 4 years of Wizard World, this is probably my second best show in Cleveland. This was my second best Wizard World. The first one that we did, which was the first Wizard World that they did in Cleveland, banged. But this one was definitely my second best. So a lot of good things came together, and what that was a good star list, a good plateau of stars. Jason Momoa was there on Saturday, which really amped up the traffic. The programming was good. The panels were good. Creative Stage was in a great place. I want to shout out the cosplayers that were next to me because they really helped me out on my Creative Stage and hyping up the crowd. But a lot of that stuff, man, a lot of your success at these shows, no matter whether the show does everything it's supposed to do and bring people in, let me back up. So first off, you need to understand that the convention's only job is to bring people there. It's not the convention's job to put that money in your pocket. It's their job to get people to show up at the show. It is on you to create the sale to get the money in your pocket. And I have to say, pretty much, Wizard did everything that they were supposed to do because the traffic was there. So I had no real issues with the show at all. I had a great time. Victor was kept busy with the panel work and the moderating that he does, and Ren was just across from me, like literally right across from me, and he was busy with commissions and selling prints. So everyone I talked to had a good show. Now, I don't talk to everybody, and I know everybody's story isn't my story. Again, please take note, I can only speak from my experience, and I had a good-ass time at Wizard World Cleveland. And I'll definitely be back again. I've been every year since Wizard World has been coming out to Cleveland. So I hope that helps Byron. Byron was looking for a review of the show, and he says he appreciates my feedback, and I appreciate Byron saying that and putting it out there for me. Oh, so then our next event is next weekend, and it's Art of the Local, and that will be at the Spring Hill Suites by Marriott at 665 Taylor Road, Gahanna, Ohio. It is going down. This is a feature event. What's up, Andy? This is a feature event. They do an event where they support local artists and local creatives. This time it's going to be Freestyle Komics. Danny and I will be out there. Marcy as Iron Smith and Felicia as Vigilance will be out there. I'll have a couple of my high school interns, and Katie will be out there. So we'll have a decent team out there working it. We will be doing a direct-to-comic page. That will be happening. Some Epic 21 will be happening as well. We will premiere some of Mike Lancet and Victor Dandridge's pages Victor Dandridge being the writer, creator of the Zero event, and Mike Lancet being the artist of the Zero event. We will be premiering some of his pages that night, giving people an inside look at it, sneak peek. My hottest selling print at the show, Byron, would have been Batman. My Batman piece was the one that sold the most. My highest selling set was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set, sold the most. Heroes International took the cake as the #1 selling book this weekend at Wizard World Cleveland. And I did about 4 commissions as well that weekend, this past weekend. Art of the Local is going to be really, really cool. If you guys are in the city, man, waiting to hear you're coming to Steel City Con. Andy, I can get those prices for you unless you specifically want to hear from Wizard World. They should get back to you on that. Now, I believe I'd have to look. Andy, I'll see what I can find out for you. Who are you emailing? Who are you talking to, Andy, when you are, you can PM me. Maybe you're sending it to the wrong person. I know Wizard has had some staffing changes. I do know that. So you might be sending the question to the wrong person and it's not getting to them. And they're not able to answer your question because the right person isn't getting it. I want to come to Steel City Con too, James. It's just that show always sells out before I can remember to actually apply to that show. Art of the Local is going to be next Friday from 6 to 9. Again, it's going to be a cool event. We're going to have comics. We're going to have prints. We're going to have games. We're going to have trivia. We're going to have, like I said, a couple small panels, like just with the direct-to-comic page, because that's just fun, good times. And you should come hang out with us. If you're local, if you're here in the city, come out there, hang out with us. We'll be revealing and dishing out some secrets. I'm feeling real froggish. You come to that event, I'm going to show you what Victor or what Danny and Veronica are working on. You know what? That's going to be a sneak peek night. I'm a pull a This Is Us exclusive event. At this event, FSK is going to give you an inside look at what the heck we have going on. I'm going to reveal. I'm going to show a sneak peek at Emerald Quest #2, Emerald Quest #3, Zero Event #1, Danny and Veronica and Danny's project, the Cipher. I feel like I'm missing the book. Here, nope. I think that's all right now. Yeah, we're gonna give a sneak peek that night at that stuff. So get ready. Art of the Local, Wizard World Cleveland stuff. I think that's all I got, man. That's all I got for this little impromptu episode. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep you guys and gals. I'd like to thank you for jumping in here. Be sure to check out Ramel Hill's Kickstarter. It is going on right now. He has hit his budget or his goal. There's no better time to jump on a Kickstarter than right now. Take note, that money does not come off your card when you swipe. It comes off at the end. So y'all can donate now. Y'all can donate today. You can donate now. But if you can't donate any money and all you got is $1 to donate, he'll take that too. If you can't donate any funds at all, sharing is just as important. Oh, shoot. And I'm going to be working with the Gateway, Black Nerd Problems on the Avengers Endgame. I'm excited about that. That just happened. Yeah. So it is what it is. But thank you for tuning in tonight. There you go. My man, Ryan Ball, came in there. That's who you at. There you go. It's nice to have friends in high places. Thank you, Ryan. I think that's it. Yeah. Be on the lookout. March 1st. No, April 1st, because we already have March 1st. April 1st. This is not an April Fool's joke. we will be launching our trailer premiere for a Mortal Kombat event at GameStop. We'll be giving away a free copy of Mortal Kombat and the DLC. So there's that. Excellent. If you guys have any questions, I can answer any questions that you have for me, if you got any. I'll just give that a couple minutes just to sit on that if anybody's got any questions. Let's see what we have in here. JM, JM's doing his teaching thing. Be sure to support him. Andy, Shaggy's got a lot of cool deals that he's got going on over on his page with his comics and things. So you need to be sure to go check out what Andy's doing. Mike Lancet has his new book, Masters of the Edge, out, the second issue. Y'all need to be sure to cop that. He's also working on the Zero event. Y'all need to cop that when it comes out. Moana. What isn't Moana working on? She has tons of stuff in the works for Burning Despair, so be sure to check her out as well. D. Cooper is on editor-in-chief from Freestyle Komics, doing all types of stuff. Amani has stuff cracking. Be sure to check him out. Yeah, all right, cool. Oh, we got a couple comments. Hey, man, Ryan will get that taken care of for you. He will get that taken care of. Ryan gets that job done. So is this official return? I don't know if it's the official return, Mike Lancet, because I've been doing so much stuff. I haven't been able to dedicate a whole schedule just to, doing Dear Creative this year. There's a lot going on. Which this year, with Sean Mack, we're going to be unveiling some beastly things happening. If you've been watching this page, you see he is knee deep into this toy line, which he's just cranking away on, and I can't wait to see it get to the point where he wants it to be, because he wants big things from it. Let me see here. He says this is the official return. Hey, no problem, guys. No problems at all. I'm going to sign off here. And this is fun, bringing Dear Creative back tonight. This is really good. I enjoy doing Dear Creative. I have missed doing it. It's just been hard to get to it with all the things I'm doing between Short Fuse, Freestyle Komics, teaching art classes and things like that. So, and I got to rock the FSK hat designed by D. Coop for Dear Creative. This hat is like one of my favorite things. But thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it very much. So, going to go ahead and log off. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Catch y'all later on. And as always, stay epic.